At 23 years old, I made over $200,000 working as a mechanical engineer. This isn't a flex, it's a blueprint. I'm sharing this because I needed a story like this when I was starting out. In high school, I didn't have a clear life plan, but I knew I wanted a career that mixed creativity and problem solving. Mechanical engineering felt like the right path, so I chose a state school close to home and began the grind. College wasn't easy for me. I wasn't a straight A student. I had to fight for every grade. Close friendships and hobbies kept me grounded when classes got tough. My first internship was in CAD design, all computer work. I realized fast, I didn't want to sit behind a screen all day. I wanted to be hands-on. I wanted action. I leveraged this knowledge when landing my second internship, which changed everything. I worked in manufacturing and aerospace, walking the floor, solving real problems. It felt real, and I knew this was the kind of work I wanted. I made note that whatever I pursued for work, I wanted it to feel the way this job did. Then COVID hit. Campus life ended overnight. Instead of getting stuck, I adapted. I worked full-time at my internship and picked up 2 extra jobs working for an online store. I learned that if you're willing to work, you can always move forward. That year, I saved up enough to buy my dream car, a Nissan 370Z. Looking back, this was just the beginning of the opportunities one would afford myself and those around me by working exceptionally hard. With sports and campus life gone, my schedule opened up. I chased the best opportunity, no matter where it took me. I landed an internship in automation as a control systems engineer, traveling across the US to help companies upgrade their automated systems. Travel expenses were paid, and I couldn't believe the responsibilities I would take on at only 22 years old. After graduation, I accepted a full-time offer with that automation company. I started at $63,500 a year, plus overtime, which bumped annual compensation to around $82,000. This was a stronger start than I anticipated, and it gave me momentum going into my full-time career after school. From a strong first year with the company, I earned a 13% raise, pushing my base salary to $72,000, and my total comp to around $91,000. Through it all, I kept saying yes to hard opportunities. Then came the game changer. An emergency services team was forming within the company, a high-intensity, high-travel crew that handled critical projects when companies were in crisis. They needed engineers who could move fast, think on their feet, and grind. This team was making substantially more money than I had fathomed I could earn in my first few years out of school. The emergent work called for higher rates to be charged, which allowed our company to pay the engineers far greater sums. The catch? 70-plus-hour weeks. Constant travel. Living out of hotels. The reward? Massive overtime. Unmatched experience. A chance to separate myself from average. I said yes. For the next year, my life was a blur of airports, job sites, and late nights. I worked side by side with some of the sharpest people I've ever met. I made mistakes. I learned fast. And I earned. That year, I crossed $200,000 in total earnings by providing my company and its customers unrelenting service. I had achieved an amazing milestone, and the money was great, but it came at a cost. The things they don't tell you. I missed holidays. I missed weekends with friends. I missed out on life sometimes. High pay is rarely easy pay. But I don't regret it. That sacrifice set up my future. I was able to save aggressively, invest smart, and buy back time for later. If I could leave you with anything, it's this: get real-world experience early. Internships matter more than GPA. Say yes to the hard paths. Growth hides in discomfort. Work ethic compounds. Stack skills and income streams. Be smart with your money. Save aggressively when you're young and hungry. And don't confuse busy with productive, always aim for meaningful progress. Making $200,000 at 23 wasn't about being the smartest. It was about being the most resilient, the most adaptable, and the most hungry. Your ceiling is way higher than you think. This is just the beginning. Now go build your story.